Right, so as you can tell, the way I've set my rods up is a little bit like river fishing. Now there's a reason for this. My rod tips are high, okay? I will get more bite indication off those tips than I'll get off that or that. That will always move first. Whether your rods are down in the water or whatever, you'll always get more indication off that. So, I've set it up a bit like I'm fishing a river. Now there's another good thing about it as well. I'm not getting nowhere near as many liners, because obviously my line is out the water pretty much. They're running down at roughly, say, 35, 45 degrees. So I've got a lot of line out of the water. Now, yeah, fair enough, I could obviously pin it to the deck with a back lead or whatever, or slack line it. But I don't like slack lines. It's not for me. I'd rather have a bowstring tight line. So that's the way I do mine. So it's just my method of fishing. I'm not saying slack lines don't work. Yeah, so if you use slack lines, I'm not saying to switch over onto this because this is a better method. You find a method what you like. So I basically moved out the bivvy now because the sun itself, it's obviously moved around, and it's quite warm in there, if you know what I mean. But it's not as bad as what it'd be if I was sat in the sun. But because I'm now in the shade on the outside of it, I can enjoy watching my rod tips, and I'm enjoying it. So set your rings up so you get yourself in a comfortable position. So you set your tip rings up, which is obviously the very far end ones. You set them up with a marker. So I'm using that tree over there, and then also this one, the right rod, I've got like a little pylon thing over there. I don't know if you can see it, and I've got it in line with that, so I can clearly see them going down. And yeah, I'm getting more indication off them than I'm my alarms and that. So, but that you'll always get that. It doesn't matter what alarms you got. You can have Delkins alarms, you can have ATS alarms, you can have the ones I've got, New Direction, Fox, you name it, you can have it. You'll still get more indication off them. And a lot of carp fishermen ignore them. Wait for that alarm to scream, and then that's all to wait for. You can actually watch them, see a knock on your rod, work out if it's wind or if it's an actual fish, whatever. You can be on your rod ready to lift into it. If you're not watching your rod tips, you're relying on your alarm, and you're relying obviously on your hangers as well. So that's just one of my methods of fishing. And because I'm on a runs water what's got bloody loads of fish in it, I don't want my line in the water, if you know what I'm saying. I'd rather keep it out as much as I can. I don't need to fish for liners. Now, what does fish for liners mean? Right, if you're not catching fish, you can cast out far on, bowstring tight line, wait for you to get liners, which is basically your alarm's going, but you know, for it's not fish on your actual rod, it's fish hitting your line. And then you can bring your rods closer in until obviously you put the rods, your baits actually onto the fish. So that's fishing for liners, but in here I don't need to do that.